Hi everyone. Well, I'm going to do this really quick and trying to keep this camera motionless as possible. Sorry about that. I have to do this by one hand and hopes that you'll either gather the techniques and kind of flow with it. So I'll keep my hand as steady as possible. So this is a one pot meal. So it's really easy to make, and what I did was I bought a chicken, and I bought a chicken that was already seasoned, that's already previous seasoned with garlic and basil. I'm going to make it really yummy. And then what I did was I put some extra virgin olive oil and some canola oil, and I basically heated up the pan, the Dutch oven, which is made out of iron cast skillet and has a glazed, I didn't mention that before, but it has a glazed ceramic on there. And this particular glaze, I heard that Lodge was a really good cast iron skillet. I'm sure there's plenty of them out there. But this particular glaze, I read about it, and it's actually glass that has been glazed. So you have to be very careful when you handle these Dutch ovens, because they will crack and chip, as you see right here. So anyways, after heating it up, you add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and some canola oil, and then you put the chicken facing down. Now this has been cooking for a little bit, and then I turned it over, and then I turned it over again so that I could do this video. And so this is going to be like a two technique. So it's going to be sauteing and it's going to be braising. So this is my chicken, which is sauteed facing down, and then for a few minutes, I would say about a good 8 to 10 minutes on a medium to low heat, medium heat. And then you adjust the heat. What you do is you do it really medium high, then you bring it down. Now, and you can cover it as well. You could cover it with, I covered it, and then you go in there and you flip it over and you cover it again. And so what I'm going to do is add some julienne onions. That's about a whole onion. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the bottom, like that. And then I'm going to put, so I have a variety of vegetables here, which is really nice because it's kind of like a stewy meal, and also it's going to be like a stew kind of meal, and also it's a, it's like a stew meal, and but it's also a braise, so it doesn't have a lot of liquids in it. So I got some green, some julienne, bell pepper, and some celery, and some carrots. Okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and toss that in there, like so, right? So look at how pretty that is. Sign of beauty. Okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and toss. And you can leave it alone at this point. And I got a little bit of white wine. I wish I had more, but this is all I have. So that's what, a good tablespoon. But I would put like a definite a fourth or half a cup of wine in it, a white wine, since it's chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and pour what I have. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot. And then I'm going to put some broth, or you could use stock. As you see, I have my stock cooking right now. Oh, that's a little hot. So let me see, that's stock that I have cooking for my other goodies. And that stock has the roasted leftover chicken bones, or is it turkey bones? Turkey bones with the veggies that I cooked the turkey in, that I actually roasted the turkey in, and then I put it in a Ziploc bag and I put it in the freezer for this purpose. And then I just added a little bit of the celery, a couple stalks of celery, like about 3 or 4. Well, that's more than a couple. A few stalks of celery and some carrots, which you can get in a 5-pound bag for really cheap, for like $3. And and then I just thoroughly washed them and cut them up and put them in there. And an onion, and I don't know if I put a bell pepper in there. I don't think I put a bell pepper in there. So it's okay. It doesn't have to have a bell pepper. And then I had a little bit of parsley, and then I just simmered it. The bell pepper, there's some bell pepper in the bones that I had already put previously when I put it in the freezer. So, okay. As onions, I might have put some bell peppers. I don't remember. But, celery, and I just filled it up in this large stock pot. And then what I'm going to do is drain it, let it cool down. Actually, it's going to be simmering for about several hours, like 5 to 6 hours. So, there you go. And then have it on a very, very low heat, as you can see that. See that? Low heat, okay? So, back to my chicken. Putting it on medium heat, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and add this is called braising. And at this point, you put it in the oven, but I'm not going to put it in the oven. I'm just going to leave it on top of the stove on a very low heat, because the way I see it, I could save some energy from using that whole big thing of oven. And but traditionally, you would put it in the oven, which is what I learned in my culinary class. You learned a lot of techniques in your culinary program when you go to school and you do the culinary program, and you say, oh, I thought I did that, but then I wasn't too sure what it was, and it's actually a technique. So, back to the chicken. So I'm just going to leave it on the stove because I want to save some energy. And then what I'm going to do is add some potatoes. And I'm going to put the potatoes on top. So I have these are diced and they're large cut. And they're all evenly diced because I want them to cook evenly. Okay? So, and I stick that back. And then I'm going to go ahead and add sweet potatoes, which is what I have here. Some sweet potatoes. There you go. I hope I'm doing okay with this one, since someone told me that that I was making them dizzy. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make him dizzy. I wasn't thinking about it. And I thought YouTube could fix it, but I guess it was still kind of making you dizzy, and I apologize. So anyways, so hopefully I have a steadier hand this time. So I have my sweet potatoes, okay? Okay. And then I have, okay, I'm going to put this over aside a little bit because I'm going to make room for my cabbage. Yeah, you can put sweet potatoes in there if you want. So I'm going to put some cabbage in there, like that. Yum. And some of you guys could do this. This is so easy. You know, you want to wowsy her? Do this. She'll love it. With a glass of wine. This is a meal in one, so this is really cool. So, it's really delicious. So, okay, so I'm going to put my cabbage in there, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and put my combination of salt, pepper, and I got a little bit of salt, pepper, And it's okay to make your potatoes sweet with savory. So I have some salt, pepper, and white pepper, and I have just on top of the veggies. Okay? Or you don't have to if you're watching your salt intake. So, and then some herbs if you like. But because this is already herbed up, it's going to be delicious just like that. And then I'm going to put some mushrooms on there. Okay? Yum. Those are your mushrooms. So, there you have it. I'm going to add a little bit more of this stock. Okay? And this is a 1-pot meal. I'm going to cover it. See? And I'm going to put it on low heat. And I'll probably let it simmer for about a good half hour and make sure my vegetables are all. What's going to happen is the heat is going to contribute all over because of the way it's made, which is pretty cool. The genius person that created this this Dutch oven, cast iron, I love it. So I'm sure they've been around for many, many years, but I've been used to using those other skillets, old-fashioned skillets, you know, the ones that you take on the camping trip and they never break. And so anyways, but this skillet is a pretty good skillet, you know, to use. So kind of like it. It's pretty cool. And I got it at a really good price. I mean, it's not expensive at all. So, I mean, if you... So, anyways, so there you have it. You have your 1-pot meal in a Dutch oven kind of sort of thing. And then you just cover it up. And you just let it simmer for an hour until it's, the meat is cooked and pork tender, and then the potatoes, of course, have to be cooked, and the cabbage. Okay, so I'll probably show it to you if it looks like it needs to be shown. I'll show it to you to see what it looks like. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.